Hello, everyone. Uh, this is my first stream, so sorry for this delay that I've had. I wasn't sure exactly what I was doing, so it was a little bit of a nightmare to set everything up. But I think everything is okay now. But yeah, you guys can let me know if you see any issues. I'm curious to see how the audio uh, will mix up with also the sim audio. Uh, Actually, I could probably change it, the desktop audio. Maybe I should lower it a little bit. All right, let's see how that sounds. Anyways, so the plan for today is to do some practice sessions in the MX-5 Cup and also do some races. Now, I've already done some races already in Lebanon in the previous week, uh, but I was still not sure how to stream, so I just gave up on the idea of streaming last week. But nonetheless, it was for the best, anyways, because I was kind of a mess in Lebanon. Not so much pace-wise, but mostly to get myself organized and see how exactly the races in iRacing work. So, for instance, I didn't know that I had only 2 laps to do in qualifying before I was going to be put into a race immediately, and then there would be like a start as soon as the lights go out. I thought there was going to be like a warm up lap, but it was just an instant uh, lights out and away we go type of thing. But yeah, anyways, that being said, uh, yeah, now I think I have everything set up. I know what's going on overall uh, with the calendar, with iRacing. So yeah, about this track specifically, Oulton Park, I was not familiar with this track at all, so I had to learn it a few days ago before I attend the race. So this is going to be like the first race I'm going to do in this track. I've managed to pick up some good pace, although as you will probably see, my theoretical lap time compared to my actual lap time is way off. So there's that. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna start with a practice session, for instance, in the beginning, just to warm myself up, and then I'm just gonna go do the race. But yeah, I'm thinking of also doing this more regularly. I'm curious to see how this goes. Hopefully, the stream is gonna run smoothly with not too many interruptions and technical difficulties. Uh, But yeah, and also I'm curious to see how it's going to work, uh, like how I'm going to talk over as the race is going on. Probably going to be a little bit silent because I'm going to be concentrated, but I'll get used to it. Okay, but damn, it takes forever to actually load these things. Like in ACC, you just press play and you're in the track, but here it has to load first. Yeah, but yeah, this is a really tricky track actually. I was not. I was thinking that Lebanon was a hard track, but compared to this one, Lebanon is easy peasy. It might have to do with the endless laps that I did in Lebanon, of course, but still, uh, this track has a lot of mixes. It has a lot of mixed corners. So you have like a fast corner, you've got hairpins, you've got double apexes, chicanes. It has pretty much everything. So it's a little hard to get the flow going properly. At least it's a little bit hard for me. But yeah, I've kind of realized what I need to do. So now I'm in a little bit of a better place, all things considered. All right, I can start the engine there for a little bit. So I don't know if is the audio working for the in-game audio, or are you just hearing me talk? Hopefully it's okay. Also, the audio sounds pretty low quality through my headset, so I don't know what you guys are hearing, but yeah, it doesn't sound that pleasing. Anyways, we'll make it work. The audio is fine. Woof. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the pits. That is fine. Might want to turn the game down a bit more, but all is understandable. Okay. Uh, mm, I can probably do that. All right. So maybe this is okay. Well, then now my problem is that I don't know how to. Yeah, I'll rejoin. I don't know how to maximize my screen again. I'm a little bit of a PC noob here, so yeah, I'll just rejoin again. And also, I'm hoping this is being recorded somehow. I think it is, but if it's not, well, yeah, I'll try to do better next time. But yeah, I've learned something about this track, which was pretty interesting. I mean, it's an overall technique in racing overall. You want to be as smooth as possible, but in tight hairpins, I wasn't really paying attention to it that much because there was a lot of movement with my steering wheel to try and control the car. But in these fast corners, you really got to be smooth to get the corners properly, to get the rotation and also the maximum speed out of these corners. And in the first few tests that I did in this track, it was actually pretty difficult for me to get the hang of it. Like almost not steering at all, like very light touches with the brake to rotate the car, and also very light steering. Yeah, but anyways, all right, so let's do some laps. I'm gonna show you what I mean actually. So as soon as the warm-up lap ends, I'm gonna intentionally drive wrong in some corners to show you what I mean with smooth steering and me not driving smoothly. Okay, that was cool. Let's see how quickly I can crash the car as well. So this chicane, and actually the other chicane, those black tires are not soft at all. If you hit them, you're screwed. I've crashed in that area quite a few times. Yeah, let's hope in the race I don't do something like that. I have to be extra careful. And I also think I should probably just race cleanly and not care about the position that much in the beginning. And also, track limits here, it's like a nightmare. You can't even touch the grass in most of the corners. Like lightly just touch the white line or something. I always get like a invalid lap going. So yeah. Also, this is probably a really bad warm-up lap. Not used to talking and also driving. But alright, let's see what we can do. Actually, no. I'm gonna do something wrong in this corner that's coming up. Show you what I mean. So I'm gonna steer a little bit too much. Like those were really big steering movements that I did there. And those didn't really help with rotating the car. If anything, it was getting more imbalanced than it needed to be. So yeah. Also, I'm really missing my revs right now. Damn. All right. All right. In this next lap, I'm gonna concentrate and start to push. But damn, the audio sounds really weird in game. All right. Thanks for the info, Quantum, about recording. Oof, Doug did a really good lap. Okay, this guy, I don't know if he knows the track that well.
Car on your left. Clear.
All right, gonna focus for a little bit.
Car stopped on the right. Go left.
Yeah, see, it's really difficult, that corner. That was terrible. Not smooth at all.
Slow car ahead.
Too wide there. Didn't rotate the car too much. Enough, actually. Didn't rotate the car enough. Yeah, like immediately off track. Hey, thanks. Off apex. Cool.
New fastest lap for you.
That was... It felt okay, but obviously the Delta does not agree. Alright, that was better. Alright. I didn't get enough rotation before, and I got too much. Cool. But at least so far it's a valid lap. Damn, I'm really slow right now. And off track. Ah, damn it.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Woof.
Car right. Clear on the right.
I need to carry more speed there. Alright, that was better, but still slow. I'm really trying to work on my consistency here. And honestly, I think this schedule with iRacing is doing good to me. Because I only got like 5 days a week to practice before I start racing, so I'm not just waiting for months until I start racing. So having a few days to practice and reach really fast lap times, it's a good thing. I think. Like it's really weird. Like in some sectors, I'm just right, and in some other ones, I'm completely off my normal pace. And why did I? Oh no, I needed to do that. Cool. For a second there, I forgot that I needed a downshift. It's probably gonna be wide. All right, it wasn't terrible. Ah, but I didn't like that. So yeah, it's really difficult to be consistent here. At least for me it is, because I mean, every corner is completely different from one another. I'm not braking late enough there. Not carrying enough speed. All right. Gonna do one more lap.
You've just set your fastest lap of the session. Right side. Clear.
Like very light steering. And off track. Ah, cool. Would have been good. didn't go off track. Cool.
You got a slow car on the left. Go
Oof!
right.
Damn, that was scary. Too late. Okay, completely ruined. Damn, I don't know what it is, but I need to uh, find my pace. So it would seem that at the moment I'm losing too much time in the first sector and also in the fifth sector. Okay, well I went really wide on the seventh sector right now, but yeah, that's a problem. Uh, well, the first two corners are mostly to get super smooth, carry as much speed, and also accelerate as soon as possible. Then the hairpin, I just need to get it right. I don't know, sometimes I'm in the zone and I can take it properly without any issues. But then at some other times I go wide or I get too much rotation, so I need to get used to it. Alright, anyways, let's try this again. Oof, don't have my head limiter on. So anyways, yeah, in the previous week I did some races in Lebanon. I mean, although this practice session was pretty uh, apparent to me that I was going to be at the top three at least, and I did get P1 in two races out of three. In the third race, I completely screwed myself over. I just spun out, so I didn't get a good position there. Uh, but yeah, it happens. Also, uh, I mean, I wasn't really training with the MX-5 for. Well, now I started last week. I started, but prior to last week, I had done a break to also practice with the Formula Renault car uh, in real life, but also in the sim to get myself up to speed before I go to race in real life. Well, not race, but do like this test day. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy that I got this experience. But yeah, now we're back to the MX-5. And hopefully now I'm gonna do a really fast lap. Like I'm gonna break my record.
Slow car ahead.
Uh, I mean it's green, but I didn't like that turn. I missed the apex. Okay, that was okay, although I missed the exit completely, so all this straight line is just punishing me right now for that terrible exit. And yeah, that was not a great place to be right now.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, I lost a little bit of time there. That's okay. And I was really slow here.
You've just set your fastest lap of the session.
I was so scared that I was going to be off track. Hopefully I don't choke this. It's looking pretty good. Off track and a bad exit. I hesitated there a little bit. I was scared that I was going to hit the tire. Alright, overall, if I wasn't off track, that was a pretty good, pretty decent lap.
You've just set your fastest lap of the session.
I think I'm getting my pace a little bit now. Getting my mojo. Didn't like that. But actually, no, that was exactly what I needed to do. Okay, I'm taking it. And Durant. Cool. Well, that did not go as planned. But okay, I'm getting up to speed again, so that's a good sign. Probably. Hopefully. And to think that in qualifying, as soon as qualifying starts, I will only have 2 laps. And there are people who do these lap times like immediately. And that's crazy to me right now. What's even crazier to me is that in Lebanon, my theoretical and my actual lap time was not that far off. Like it was, I don't know, maybe 4/10 if if I remember correctly. But here it's like 8/10, like double what it was in Lebanon. Can't believe I'm that far off from my own theoretical pace. But okay, I also realized that my theoretical lap time is actually a really, really, really fast lap time. So there's that. But yeah, consistently I'm okay. Like this lap is okay. It's not great. It's fine. Like in the rookie series, which I'm not like in the top splits, it's fine. But if I'm actually competing against pros, it's probably gonna be gonna be fighting for last place. Like I've seen pros do immediately like a 159 in these 2 laps. 150.9, not 159. Just for any clarification that would be needed there. Alright, fast lap. Bad lap. Terrible lap. Worst lap of my life. Too fast. Okay. Alright, I'm taking it. Still would have been a little bit better if I was a little bit earlier on the gas. Oh. Yeah, that would have ended badly. Probably next week I'm also gonna stream the process of me just getting used to the track. I don't remember the calendar, I don't know which track it is. If it's Laguna Seca, I kind of know the layout, but I don't know how to go fast in it. But regardless, yeah, I'm probably gonna stream the process of me just getting the hang of the track. If anybody would be interested to see that. And that was a common case of, wow, it was really fast on entry, but really slow on exit. So the registrations for the races, next race is probably going to start in 15 minutes. So I'll just have to wait 15 minutes more before I register. And then for those who don't know, the layout is 30 minutes of practice, and then qualifying 2 laps, and then the race, which I think is 8 laps of racing. But yeah, I'm planning on doing a few races today, just to increase my I rating and get out of the rookie license. But yeah, and if I'm not starting P1 or P2 where there's not a lot of traffic, I'm probably not gonna try to pick up positions. I'm gonna try to survive because I think safety rating is more important than a good position, at least at this stage that I'm at right now. But yeah, this fast corner is really hard. Like you lose tenths so easily. And off track. I hate that exit. Like you're touching the curb, but it still registers like you're off track. Yeah, I was not concentrated now. And also getting used to these fast corners where they require almost nothing on the brakes. This barely touching. My foot is barely touching the brakes right now to, well, not in the hairpin, but like in the corner that's coming up. I need to be super light on the brakes. And it's so easy to press a little bit harder and then you lose speed. And then there's the other, yeah. And then there's that. Like there needs to be such a balance in these things to get it exactly right. To not lose tense, but also remain on track. Alright, that was great. Off track in both of these corners. Oof, I was scared that I was gonna touch that. Touch the tire and crash. Too much speed there on the entry. Yeah, I need at least a week to get a bit more consistent here. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep on with the schedule. The good news is that it actually took me much less time to, at least theoretically, be in the really fast lap times. Uh, the problem now is consistency. Because yeah, like I can do once in a while a okay lap, and theoretically I can do a fast lap, but doing these sectors consistently is not happening at the moment. That was good. That was really good. Okay, that might be purple. It's not. Wow. Maybe I had a car that was giving me slipstream when I did that purple sector because I don't know if I could go any faster there without any help from slipstream, that is. That was okay, I guess. Wow, I lost so many tenths here. Usually this is the easiest one for me. Alright, one more lap. But it's really difficult to just keep the steering wheel this smooth. Like my brain is telling me to steer more, but if I do that, it's going to be too much rotation and I'm going to lose the balance of the car. I think that was good. Not my best, but okay. No, I didn't carry enough speed there. Damn, it's really difficult. This track is really difficult for me. And I carried too much speed there. I'm gonna go wide here. Yeah. And too much speed there too. Okie dokie then. Alright. Thanks for watching, Quantum. And thanks for the help. And welcome, Driftman. WRX. Yeah. Yeah, and I also saw that you commented in the short that I posted with Formula Renault. Yeah, the camera was mounted on top of the car. Although my problem was that the car was, well, the GoPro, I had set it in the setting which was stabilizing everything, and I guess it made some really weird movements every time that I was steering. So the camera didn't always aim at the same spot. It was moving around. So sometimes the camera would look like it was turning left or right. And yeah, that's yeah, I'll know for next time to remove that. Anyways, I think now it's a good time to register because it's I think now the registration is open. Okay, so I gotta wait 1 minute. Okay. But yeah, definitely this is really weird for me to just talk and also try to drive fast. But I think this is something that I also need to get used to. Yeah, try to be able to concentrate, driving fast, and also talking once in a while, like everybody else is doing it. So I gotta do it. All right, come on, it's open. Should be open. Ah. Oh, maybe I need to withdraw from this one. Yeah, it's 8:30. Oh, there we go. All right, so this is the moment of truth. This is gonna be like an official practice session with the people that I'm gonna be racing against. Actually, yeah, the splits would be organized after the practice session, so I might not race with these folks specifically, but I'll get a good idea of what lap times everybody else is doing and what I need to aim to do as well. Let's see where I'm gonna be in the grid. But yeah, overall, oof, okay, my frame rate dropped there. But yeah, the good thing here would be that at least I have some pace. Like I can drive fast, even if I can't do it consistently, even if it's just a theoretical lap time. It's good to know that I am able to maximize the car, uh, what I'm trying to drive past. Now the thing that I need to work on is my consistency, which I mean, I think it's part of the learning process. I'm not too worried about it that I'm probably gonna be much more consistent as I practice and race more. But yeah, I'm just happy, I'm optimistic, pretty happy to see that the pace is there. I just need to do it consistently. And like immediately too. Okay, so already there's a guy who did a 150.15, which is already super fast. So if the rest of the people are doing 152s, I'm probably looking myself at P1 or P2 or P3, like maybe podium. I don't know. The question is, am I gonna crash in the race, or am I gonna be completely consistent? All will be revealed. So if this is qualifying, I just completely ruined my first lap, being off track and getting a terrible delta. And I was not off track there, which is interesting because I was touching the curb. I think it has to do if both of the wheels are touching the curb at the same time, but I can't risk it. Too slow there. I was really slow in the hairpin.
Go there.
Don't. Okay, cool.
Car stops on the right.
Too late turning. Ah, come on, man.
Car stops on the right.
Alright, a lot of traffic.
Left side. Stay on the right. Still there.
Yeah,
Clear on the left.
that was really unfortunate. I mean, there was space on the inside. I don't know what the other guy was doing, but I guess the orange dude was a little bit scared of the green guy. Or I might be completely in the wrong and I have to rewatch that. That is also a possibility. I braked really softly there. Why did I do that?
Go right.
Yeah, I wasn't off track. Cool. I think I need to brake later in that area. And I think I completely screwed this up. Cool.
You cut the course, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
You know what? I think I'm gonna take it slow here. Get a bit of a gap going with the guys in front. Hopefully that's enough. No! Uh, come on, man.
Go left.
And yeah, that's that. Might as well get fresher tires in the pits. And this is not gonna be a good lap. Yeah, Driftman, I know. I'm pretty glad I didn't crash as well. And honestly, that was like my biggest fear because they would have to pay if I crashed. So super happy that I was able to control it. And I'm pretty sure, well, not pretty sure, I'm 100% sure that if it wasn't for iRacing and me practicing here, I probably would have crashed. Because the balance of the Formula car is completely different compared to cars. And like me training with the MX-5 and then trying out in the sim to drive the Formula Renault, it was not the same at all. And if I tried to drive as I would drive with the Formula Renault, I would actually crash. So yeah, I think it was a good idea to do a few laps with a Formula before actually driving it in real life. That being said, it was way more grippy in real life compared to iRacing. And I'm only talking about in corner exit. So during acceleration, you could step on the gas way more, and the car would listen to you. Whereas in iRacing, if you step on the gas too much, you're going to spin out. The braking was on point though, like it was really close to real life. I mean, it has to do with my brake pedal calibration. Happy to say that I calibrated them pretty well because it was really close, almost 1-to-1 actually. And the wheels locking and everything like that, yeah, that was all happening in real life too. So yeah, it was really good that I practiced in real life. It really prepared me well before actually driving the car.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
Yeah, and I was not concentrated at all here. And this is the only sector that I'm actually doing green. It's because, oof, that was actually really good. Okay. Uh, but yeah, this is the only sector that I'm actually doing green because that was the one that I completely messed up in my fast lap. All the rest were pretty good, so any time that I can gain would be from sector 4. But lowering it even more now that I went purple, I don't know if I can do that. Huh, I was not expecting to go purple there. But it was a pretty good exit. So let's try to be consistent and do that exit all the time. It's probably not going to happen now, but I will try. Alright, I'm focused. Uh, it looked good in the beginning, but I was too eager to accelerate. Ooh, this guy did a 151.1. I think that was good. It was. Okay, although invalid, it was still a good lap.
New fastest lap for you.
That was terrible. Ah, I try to brake later, see what would happen. That happened. Cool. Yeah, just barely touching the grass and it's soft track. Damn it. Thanks for joining, Judge Man. See you around. Yikes. Good so far. That was okay.
Slow car ahead.
That was terrible. Alright, 10 minutes before qualifying starts. Alright. Overtake on the inside. No, that was sloppy. Not enough room there.
Car on your left.
Whew.
Clear.
Nice. I mean, it's funny, right? You get off-track limits if you barely touch the grass on the outside, but yeah, I can just clip the entire grass on the inside, it's fine. Yeah, go for it, buddy. Well, not in this instance, but before, in the other corner. Too slow in the chicane. Honestly, at this point, I'm not really serious, I'm just having fun. But, yeah. Off track. Yeah. Ah, no. That would have been a good exit. Would have been. Whew. All right.
Out the course, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
Okay. All right. For the sake of it, we have 7 minutes. So let's just try and focus for once, like actually focus and do something here. Is swerving like that in the pit lane allowed? Like not in game, because in game I haven't received any penalties for that yet. But like overall, is it allowed? Can you do that? Uh, yeah, I didn't break enough there.
You're going the wrong way.
Stellar job here. Should I leave space or should I overtake? Yeah, I can overtake. Or maybe not. Should I? I can, but I wonder if I'm gonna be able to do that in a hairpin before the start of the next lap or not. Nah, it's best if I just leave space. This is the boring route. Not actually pushing, it's just letting them go away. Go the long way around to increase the speed. Off track, or maybe not. Okay, no. That lift kind of saved it, but I'm losing tenths now because of it, so. And off track here. Yeah. I barely touched it, man. Come on. It's fine. It's fine. Too wide. Yeah, not good.
Car stopped on the right.
So this is probably going to be the final lap before quali, and I screwed it up. Epic. Yeah, just this first corner kind of indicates that this is not going to be a good lap. Like, no matter if I recover everything else, those 3 tenths are enough to screw me up for the rest of the lap.
Slow car ahead.
That car is jumping in front. Should have gone for the overtake before.
Car right. Still there, hold your line. Still there.
Nice racing though.
Right.
That was not bad. I mean, okay, contact, but it was light. Whoa! Dude! Why would you do that? I don't know if I was doing something wrong there, but come on, man. Alright. Anyways, I think it's time for quali anyways, so. Damn. What was that? It felt really good. I mean, the overtake alongside, I mean, we lightly touched, but I don't think that was a big deal. And then this guy rammed me. I have to rewatch that. Maybe I was in the wrong here. I don't want to say anything too big right now. I wasn't even looking behind me. I was just focused on passing the guy in front. So I don't know. Maybe I did something that I didn't notice. Oh, by the way, this isn't quality. This is like an extra practice lap, like barely one lap you can make. It's mostly for people to log in. So yeah, I'm just gonna fool around. Like these cold tires are good for me to learn how I should approach this first lap in the race because the tires are going to be super cold, so I'm expecting a lot of people to spin out in the first corner because if you don't brake properly and steer properly, it's really easy to lose a car there. Even here too, like like right now. I'm not even trail braking, so I mean I'm kind of asking for it, but yeah. All right.
Go left.
And yeah, this is also really interesting because I don't know if it's my connection or the person in front of me, but it looked like he crashed. I braked so I avoided the crash, but then it seems like he didn't crash, so yeah, that was a little bit messy there. I can't get close to him if I don't know what's happening. exactly. And to be fair, my connection is not really good. It might be me. All right, that was a good corner. All right, let's do this. Time for quali. The great thing with quali is that you're just the only person there, so there's no need to fear of traffic or people crashing into you, needing to overtake, all those things. But I won't get slipstream. That's also not great. Now it's super important for me to warm up the tires properly because I only get 2 shots of this, and if I crash the car, I lose my both of my shots. I think I've never crashed in quali, so I don't know what's happening, but I don't want to find out. I'm just gonna do 2 clean laps. But the good news is, with all these corners, I don't really have to worry about trying to warm up the tires on my own. They kind of do because of all these corners. As long as you're not driving too slow, of course. But yeah. Okay. Might as well do a little bit of swerving. Maybe it might help a little bit. Because I am understeering a little bit, so that's not going to be great in the first corner. Anyways, I'll shut up now for these 2 laps.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap. One more lap.
Did it show that I was being overly careful so I don't invalidate my laps? Because, damn, I was being really, really, really careful. Okay. Uh, well, I guess we're almost 2 seconds, well, 1.5 seconds faster than everybody else. Okay. It's really stressful, to be honest. Thanks, Ellie Storm. I'm trying my best. Honestly, I should have been a second faster at least, but I'm just a little bit nervous in qualifying. Like, you only get 2 laps, so I really didn't want to screw this up. Anyways, it's time to race. So we got 8 laps. We're starting P1, so there shouldn't be that much trouble. There's not going to be traffic unless these guys do something crazy and beat my lap time. But yeah, this lap that I did, if we're talking about pros, this would probably put me in the midfield. Maybe, well, we're gonna be fighting for last places, not podiums by any means. But we'll get there. I just need to be a bit more confident with this track because the pace is there, but the consistency is not. Uh, no, I don't have to change fuel. Everything is already set up. And it's only 8 laps. You don't even change tires. Everything is enough for these 8 laps. So it's going to be like a sprint race, basically. Okay, so now what is really important is that I don't spin out in the first corner.
The estimated strength of field is 1,484.
Because actually,
Expect to be fighting for the podium.
yeah, I'm expecting to fight for the podium myself, but yeah, let's see how it goes. A little bit nervous. And also, what I was saying before is that in Lebanon, I did 3 races. I won 2 of 3, and the second one I did not win. I was starting in P1, but I ended up spinning out. So I think I ended up P5. Not great. So I need to be really careful in the first lap. And the fact that there is no warm-up lap and you just start immediately, it's not a great thing. And also, not being able to feel where the clutch snaps doesn't help. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Green, green, green.
It was good, but it wasn't good. Alright. So this is the tricky corner coming up. Yeah, that.
There's an infinite behind.
So let's try to drive cleanly. It should be an easy race, but you never know. I'm mostly scared about these guys. these black tires, the tire walls, what are they called? And the apexes of the chicanes. Those things have ruined my days a lot of times when I was practicing. So yeah, I'm really scared about these. Hopefully I don't crash. Another thing I should be careful with is the engine braking. Shouldn't redline the engine that much because I'm gonna break the engine. Okay, that was really cautious. I could have pushed more. Again, here. Could have pushed way more. Should I manage or should I actually push? Well, something in between would be fine, I think. Getting awfully close to those things. And I missed my... Ah, come on, man. Don't upshift. Don't short shift. Alright, 7 seconds gap between a guy behind me. There should be no reason for me to not win this race. I didn't like that. But yeah, it's pretty happy to see that when I was practicing in Lebanon, it took me almost a month. I don't know, maybe 1.5 months. I don't remember. But it took me a lot of days of practicing to be able to reach a high level. But now for this track, even though I didn't know it at all, it just took me a week to be able to find good pace. But yeah, I've said it a lot of times in the stream, but not consistently. But still happy to know that once you
Give
get
yourself
what
the
you need to
fastest
do,
lap.
you can be fast anywhere, just not consistently. Yeah, this is a really comfortable pace for me. No need to try to push for the fastest lap. I mean, we already got it anyway, so. But yeah, I am excited for when the competition is harder. And I will struggle to keep up with the guys in front. That would be really good racing. Right now it's just being able to manage and stay consistent in a comfortable pace. I also watched F1 today uh, at the Red Bull ring. Where was it? And I was just looking at Max. He was just driving off, and I'm thinking, okay, that's probably gonna be how. That's probably how the race is gonna end. But yeah, you never know. Turns out that Lando was catching up. Although it was an unfortunate incident. What happened in the last laps? Okay, 3 more laps to go. That was a bad exit. I feel like this lap is probably going to go into the 152s. Oof, that was a little bit of a slide there. Alright, 152.7, probably.
You just set the fastest lap.
No, okay. But it was a 152. So my gut feeling was somewhat right. Damn, these guys are racing. Ah, damn it. I was hoping to do like a complete race without getting off track. I don't like that slide. There was a little bit more this time around. and that was too slow. I could definitely go in with more speed. Should I though? It's like one. I think it's the last lap.
You've got 2 laps to go.
2 laps. Okay. Focus, man. I didn't even upshift before. Ooh, I just love clipping that. It gives you that extra rotation there. At least Storm, I should not read your message right now. Damn it. But I just read like a little bit of it, a little portion of it. So you push in races. I'll read the rest, like as soon as the race ends. But yeah, I get it. I mean, you can push. You can learn the track better that way if it's like a practice session if you're that far away. But I mean, it's just a little bit risky,
Need
right?
one more good lap.
You might spin out or something because if you push, you're actually reaching the limit of the car. So if there's no need, I don't think it's a good idea. But yeah, I'll have to read the rest of your message. I don't know. That's my humble opinion, of course. Like in this case right now, I don't really feel like there's need. But if I was pushing to reach a car in front, or if there was a guy really close to me, then yeah, I would probably need to, not probably, I would definitely need to push. Okay, no mistakes in this area, please. All right, I was really cautious right now, obviously. Like no room for error right now. All right, the hard part's over. But no, stay focused. You never know. Okay, we are good. And I was only off track once, so I think that's good for my safety rating. Uh, yeah, should I keep going or should I? Oh, alright, cool. Alright. Just had to be sure there wasn't like one more lap or something. I should probably go somewhere that I wouldn't be in the way if people are still racing. Here's probably good. So, 20-second gap. Yeah. Okay, so, Ellie Storm. I usually always push hard in races, so either I break my previous record or end up in the wall with 20 minutes of damage. Yeah. That's also a good way to go, honestly. Yeah. Let's go break records. And, yeah. Appreciate the kind words. Hi, Casper. So how many months I'm racing? So honestly, seriously racing in the simulator, I'd say in the first video that I posted on YouTube. So I think that was in October 2023, and that's when I was really serious and I was really interested in figuring out exactly the driving techniques and all the other stuff to be competitive. Uh, but prior to that, I had a little bit of experience in KZ karts. I have also raced in my national championship uh, in the DD2 category, again in karts, which is so KZ is shifter karts, and the DD2 you have two gears, and that's pretty much it, really. But honestly, even when I was racing, other than the really basic things like understanding racing lines and driving smoothly, uh, yeah, it's a little bit. I didn't really learn the techniques. The sim really helped me learn the techniques. I mean, in sims where your only responsibility in safety or skill number, you should always push. Uh, Let me read that again. Oh yeah, okay, I get what you mean. I think I get what you mean. I mean, yeah, in the sim, you don't really have any issues with even if you crash, there's no actual damage to the car or you or yourself. So you can really go all out in the experience and explore the limits. Uh, yeah, my only argument there is, well, I mean, if in a race, because right now I'm doing official races, so I was not really. Uh, I don't think I have the luxury to do any mistakes here because I'm getting ranked at the moment. So if I do mistakes, I'm gonna be in a lower rank, which means that I will be put with people who are also lower rank. That is gonna do more damage to me because they will either uh, crash into me or I'll be caught on really bad incidents. I don't know. It's good. I believe that it's good right now that I'm pushing just enough to win the races so I get into higher ranks, and then I will have no other choice but to push more because the guys in the front will also be pushing more. They'll be more competitive. Yeah, but at the moment I'm also learning. I'm not really good in racing. Like I can do some hot laps. If we're talking about time trials, yeah, I can probably do a good lap, but in racing I have to improve. Uh, yeah, okay, it was a semi answer to Ellie Storm. Yeah. Okay, so I'm probably gonna do one more race, and I actually have work tomorrow, so I can't stay up for too long. Yeah, I mean, pushing is not a bad thing, really. I'm just thinking that in a race you have a lot of things to lose, so it might not be the greatest plan. But if it's a competitive race, yeah, definitely you have to push there. And you are gonna learn. I mean, the other drivers who are probably gonna be faster than you, you'll have to try to follow them. So you're definitely gonna learn much more things than just trying to practice on your own. But yeah, mostly I just leave the full push when it's needed. So either when I have competitive drivers or if I'm doing practice sessions. Like I don't know if you saw the entire stream, but in the beginning in practice session, I was actually I got ranked D. Uh, cool. But yeah, in the practice sessions, I was constantly getting off track and doing stupid shit. But yeah, anyways, All right, so like right now, I'm gonna push. I'm gonna try to lower my lap record as much as possible. Honestly, my goal is to get closer to my theoretical lap time because my theoretical is actually really good, but I just can't do all these sectors consistently. Let me just read this real quick. Notice how top-tier drivers can decrease the laps and talk to team and all at the same time. Yeah, man, I'm also trying to try to learn this from streaming. Uh, and yeah, it's really difficult to keep your concentration going, right? Because I'm talking, I'm putting mental effort to form a sentence, and at the same time, I'm trying to reach the limit of the car. With the slightest mistake, I'm going to spin out. So yeah, it's really incredible how these drivers can do that. And like, not only sim racers who are also like aliens that can do this stuff, but also in IRL. Like, these guys also feel the forces of the car, and they just talk. Unless they're pushing like full on, which they do tell the radio to shut up. But yeah. Eh. I'm also curious to see how long it takes for me to reach the higher ranks in my racing license, my iRating, basically. So right now I'm Class D. So yeah, let's see how long it takes for me to reach Class C, Class A. And honestly, it all has to do with the people that I'm also being put into races with. Because if these guys are aggressive and they start, fighting for positions, and I have to defend, and I have to also overtake, I'm feeling that that might cause a lot of incidents, so no points for me. Also, I'm gonna learn my safety rating, and it's gonna go like a domino effect, so I might reach a level where I could be fast, but I'm constantly dropping my I rating because of that. That actually happened when I was racing in ACC in the LFM races. So although I did have good pace, just because I was focused too much on overtaking and defending, so there was a lot of contact. So my races were not that clean, and that would cause my safety rating to drop, which meant that I was going to be put in some races that had more dirty drivers, and that would lower my safety rating even more because I would have even more contact, and I would barely finish any race at that point. So yeah, it was just uh, I was going. It was a downward spiral. So I'm gonna try not to follow that same philosophy here. And probably like if I do have competitive racers in this race, for instance, I'm gonna try to keep my distance as much as possible because I really think that safety rating is like my number one priority at the moment. Not so much getting uh, losing my Class D license. All right, so let's try to concentrate. I went really wide there. Great.
You got a slow car on the right. Car stops on the right.
Off track. Ah, yeah, here we go again. Didn't rotate the car enough. I needed to stay on the brakes a little bit more to get a little bit more rotation. Ooh, nice. Oh no. Terrible. 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 Cool. That was purple. That was really good. Yeah, I lost concentration after that. Alright, let's try again.
You just set the fastest lap.
Not enough. Ah, come on. Like initially I had a lot of rotation, so I was thinking that probably might have been enough, but no. It was too much rotation too soon. So I'm gonna pass this guy in this lap or the next lap? This lap. Yeah, what just happened there? If we switched roles and I'm with that guy, that's my nightmare in this track. I really don't want that to happen. Off track? Oh, I guess not. Okay. Ah, too much initial rotation. It's a difficult track.
You've got the fastest lap.
Ah, well, at least it wasn't off track. That's something. Oof, that was nice. I gotta remember how to take that hairpin because I'm always losing like almost 2/10 there. Bad, 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 bad.
Car 24 just set the fastest lap. 52.997.
Yeah, that was terrible. Alright, one more lap and then we pit.
Slow car ahead. Car stopped ahead. Go right.
Not the greatest start for my next lap. But what are you gonna do? That was okay. That was okay. Yeah, still, I'm losing a tenth.
Car 24, just set the fastest lap. 52.744.
That was decent. Not great, but decent.
You've got the fastest lap.
Okay. Also, when you push all the time, you get used to it, and it always becomes easier. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I'm not against pushing. Like, pushing is the best. And I mostly like to push, really. But it's just, that it's just a thing. It's risk management. So in races that it's obvious that you're gonna win, I wouldn't risk it. Uh, it's not my native. Not sure what you mean by that, but if I understand correctly, yeah. I mean, I'm not that familiar with racing, but yeah, I'm learning. It's gonna get easier as it goes on, probably. Used to watch a lot of Super GT, and he's talking a lot while being super fast. It's amazing. Oof, yeah, like all those streamers, man, that's incredible, really. Hopefully, I can make it one day. Uh, do I prefer oversteer or understeer? It really depends on the car. I can't say, and it's a balance, really. You don't want too much of anything. Personally, I think that if you have understeer, yeah, it's safer, but you don't have the cornering speed that you could otherwise with oversteer. Uh, Pablo Kid is there. Nice. Yeah, but with cars, I do prefer oversteer, but in the Formula car that I drove, understeer was much better. Even in the sim, so even where I had zero stakes of crashing, when I tried to increase the oversteer of the car, it was just uncontrollable. I think it depends on the car, depends on the torque. But yeah, in the MX-5, for instance, I think it tends to oversteer a little bit more. But it also has to do with how you drive the car, and it mostly has to do with how you drive the car. And I realized this like a month ago, because with the same car you can make it understeer a lot, but also make it oversteer. Uh, Depends on trail braking, depends on steering, throttle inputs. It all has to do with the balance, right? Because if you brake the car, if you step on the brakes hard, the car is going to have more weight to the front, and the rears are going to be looser. So it's going to be easier to unsettle it and spin out. If you step on the gas, it's going to be easier to understeer. But at the same time, if you brake too late and you start steering too much, then the tires can't handle braking and turning at the same time. So even though all the weight is at the front, you're probably going to understeer and go straight into the wall because your wheels will lock. Yeah. So uh, yeah, and don't worry about the wall of text. I mean, it's fun for me to read. It's your opinions right now, so yeah, no problem. Yeah, so could also be iRacing slip angle. It's not good for oversteer. Yeah, I mean, it's just enough. That's what I'm seeing. Like it's if you over push, yeah, it's really easy to over push in iRacing, and you're gonna spin out. But there's just enough to feel the oversteer kicking in, and after that, you just need to control it. Uh, like in my previous practice sessions, especially in Lebanon, I was spinning out all the time until I figured out exactly how I needed to brake and steer and you know pressing the gas, all those things. Uh, but it comes with practice, really. Definitely in real life, you can be more aggressive and you won't spin out. But then again, I feel like if you race in harder conditions where it's easier to spin out, then real life is gonna feel safer and better. Uh, like my experience with a Formula rental car, that was exactly that I'm telling you right now. So in iRacing, it was really easy to spin out the Formula car, and that was a really big concern when I was going to drive it IRL because I was thinking I was just going to crash the car immediately. But it turns out that it had a lot more grip. So if anything, iRacing prepared me for the worst, and then I was greeted with more grip, so it was much more controllable. Yeah, I remember. I don't remember if it was you commenting that on a previous video that I had uploaded about if you can drift, that's a good sim. Uh, yeah, I mean, I get what you mean. Yeah, and honestly, I feel like you can do a lot with all of these sims. Like after trying Assetto Corsa Competizione, and iRacing, I also tried Gran Turismo. Like the philosophy behind every single one of these is the same thing. Now the grip levels change, but the idea behind it, the technique that you need, like the really basic things, right? You step on the brakes, you get more weight to the front. You lose the rear. You step on the gas, you get more understeer. You need to steer smoothly. That doesn't change in any of these sims. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it's not super realistic in that sense. The iRacing is not that realistic. The grip levels in real life are better when accelerating, at least. Because when braking, it felt exactly the same. To be honest with you, like the Formula car, when I was braking, it was locking the wheels as it did in iRacing. I was pressing on the brakes the same, although it has to do with how good I calibrate the brakes in iRacing, right? I guess I calibrated them good enough because the brake pressures that I was applying both in real life and in iRacing were almost one to one. And I was locking the wheels the same way that I would lock it in the sim. The only difference was when I was accelerating. So when I was accelerating in real life, you could accelerate way more without spinning the car, and in iRacing, just the lightest touch on the gas, a little bit more than you should be, and you're done. You're done. No, I mean it's not a bad thing to. I get it. I get what you mean. I'm just speaking like personally. I don't find it that important. But then again, I don't have that much experience IRL, so just because I drove a Formula car once doesn't mean that I know everything right now. So you could be right. I need to get more experience on track. And karts, I got not a lot of experience, but I got some experience in karting, but karts are not the cars you had to drive in the sim, so I can't speak for that as well. But those things have a lot of grip. Like I can tell you right now, compared to the Formula car, the karts have a lot of mechanical grip. They don't have aerodynamics, sure, but the tires are really soft. iRacing is very good when you stay on the limit. When you go into sliding and slip angle, iRacing just can't do it right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you can get the slip angle going. The only issue is that if you go over that slip angle that's allowed in iRacing, then you're screwed. Yeah. But again, I'm just learning to control the car like you would do in any sim. So from there on out, it's just a matter of preference, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, nothing personal. I don't worry about it. You can even shame me all you want. It's fine. But okay, yeah. All jokes aside, yeah, I get it. Don't worry about it. It's all good, man. Uh, it works 99% of the time, but for me, it's that part that I like most in racing. Yeah, that's not a bad point. Yeah, if we're talking about fun, yeah, it's nice to slide the car a little bit. Yeah, and at the end of the day, yeah, I just need this to practice because I don't have the budget to do it IRL. And even if I did, I'd probably still just race in iRacing most of the time, or in any other sim, not excluding any other sim. Let's make that clear. Just I got the subscription going because it was like really cheap on Steam sales. Uh, so I have this for a year, and afterwards I'll have to see how I want to move forward. Uh, yeah, and click this account shrinks your brain by 4.27%. Yeah, you're right. I haven't really driven a lot of cars, so might be really biased right now. I've only driven the Formula car and the MX-5, and I only have viral experience with the Formula car, so I really don't know. So yeah, there's that as well. Anyways, we have like 3 minutes before the practice session ends, so I'm just gonna do like one quick lap to just remind myself that we have qualifying after this. I have to be a little bit more warmed up. And there's this guy who did a 151.6, which is crazy. I wonder if he did that cleanly and not off track. Like, see, right now, there I was at a slip angle. Like, the rear was loose. Maybe not as loose as you could. That might be something, but as long as you get the feeling right, I feel like that's enough. That's enough for me to understand what I need to do in any circumstance, even if I'm not in iRacing. Like the same went with ACC, which does have a better tire model, or that's what people are praising it for. You can push more in ACC. The question is, am I going to be able to do one clean lap now? Or am I going to hit the checkered flag before I'm able to do one? Alright, focus, focus. Alright, we're good. That was bad. I slowed down too much.
Slow car ahead.
I didn't get enough rotation there.
Got
Understeered.
a slow car on the left. Go right.
That felt okay, but obviously I have 1.5 tenths that I'm missing there. And I could definitely carry more speed in that chicane. Yeah, alright, screw it. That was really distracting, really. Those flashing lights. Qualifying race session is about to begin. Alright. Yeah, it's cool that you can try out so many sims, really, Casper. I just know that because, every sim is a little bit different. At the end of the day, I just really hope I find the one so I can get used to it and then be done with it, just practice and not worry about learning the physics of each sim each time. Uh, that being said, iRacing is really expensive, so I probably will change the sim after the subscription ends. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, it's probably a pretty uh, likely scenario. Yeah, that's also a big thing with iRacing. Yeah, the track limits, they really get you, and especially in qualifying. Like right now, as soon as qualifying starts, I don't know, I might disappoint you, but I'm not gonna push that much because I'm really afraid of those track limits. What's probably gonna happen is I'm gonna do like one safe lap in the first lap, and then in the second lap I'm gonna try to push and see what I can do. But yeah, my fear is that I lose control of the car in the first lap and then it's over. I have no laps, and then I have to do a lot of overtaking. We should be starting though, pretty soon. Alright, I'm just gonna wait in the pits. Oh yes, the details of racing. It's real nice. That's what I really enjoy with this type of racing. It's probably in every type, but I'm used to, not drifting the car and being really careful, just enough with the steering, just enough with the throttle to balance everything out. I find that really cool. Anyways, it's time for quali. So yeah, one lap is gonna be just a safe lap, just to have like a lap time on the standings, and then I can push a little bit more and see what I can do. As long as my first lap is not completely off the pace, in which case I'm gonna be a little bit more aggressive in the second lap, but not too aggressive, because again, I wouldn't want to ruin my chances of getting a good position. Yeah, and I should probably stop talking right now and focus on warming up the car, tires, and everything. Thank you, Casper. I will try my best. Okay, so I'm just gonna get in the zone right now.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Whew. Close one.
One more lap.
Whew. Damn. That was really good. Well, really good. That was good. That was okay. All right.
All right, there's the finish line.
That was really stressful, to be honest. I was really afraid that I was gonna choke this. Okay. All right. Uh, okay, that was closer than before. These guys are much more competitive. Okay. See, as soon as I saw that the person got P1, had to push a little bit more. Oof. Thanks. Thanks, man. Uh, okay. Uh, are we starting? Yeah, P1. Like not a big gap between me and Robert here, so I have to be a little careful. Yeah, I'm tense right now, man. The race hasn't even started, and I'm already tense. Oof, come on. It'll be fine. That's another thing that I need to get used to. Just being calm in these situations, because right now it's gonna be a little bit harder. But yeah, should I? Oh yeah, it's a really long track. Now my question is, should I? Uh, yeah, that's just defending the inside all the time. Yeah, until I get punted on. Uh, yeah. Well, let's see. The first lap is the most important lap to just drive safely. Don't be so sure. I mean, I've overtook a couple of people here in practice, of course. So I guess they weren't defending that much. Yes, Daniel, this is a fixed setup. Everybody's racing with the same settings exactly. So yeah, it all comes down to concentration and consistency.
The estimated SOF is 1,697. A lot of opportunities today. Heads down. Pick your battle.
Yeah, I should probably pick my battles. That's true. Uh, there's no need to fight this much. Again, my safety rating is like the first thing that I'm worried about. So as long as I get a clean race,
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid.
I'm not really worried about the position. I mean, I'm gonna aim for P1, of course, but I'm not gonna risk so much. I've also overtaken in the double apex right before the final hairpin. The final hairpin is also a good place to overtake. Uh, yeah, and I've also overtaken in the chicane, in the second chicane, not the first one. Yeah, I don't know.
Waiting on the final car to grid. Everyone's gridded.
Yeah. Woo! Race is starting. Whoa, buddy!
Green, green, green.
That was bad. Okay, but still. What is this guy doing, though?
Slow car
I'm.
ahead. Go left.
Okay, I was really scared that this guy was just gonna drive right on top of me. Drive into me. Okay, concentrate.
There's an incident behind.
Alright, focus. That was terrible. That was terrible. Damn, what am I doing, man? Come on. It's gonna get a really good exit, though.
Right side. Keep to the left. Keep to the left. Clear.
Maybe I shouldn't have moved there when he hit me in the back. Huh. Gotta work on my pressure. Whoa. Dude. Focus, for crying out loud.
There's an incident behind. There's an incident behind.
So for not talking, I'm really concentrated right now. Terrible.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah, but right now I'm really pushing. But I also have this extra pressure. The guys are behind me, so I'm also doing mistakes. So there's also that. These guys are actually good. Like, we're close. That was bad.
Car on your left. Keep to the right. That was your fastest lap of the session. Still there. Clear on the left. Left side. The car in P5.
Yeah, that was not great.
51.568. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear. Car right.
Okay.
Still there. Clear
Damn.
to the right.
Nice. I'm gonna catch the guy in front.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.6 seconds.
I'm enjoying this.
The next car's the leader.
I should probably try for the move.
Right side.
Oof, that was really tight, man. That was really tight. Damn. This guy's good. Ah, damn it.
Car right. Clear. 2 left to go. 2 to go. The leader just did a 54.054. The car in P4 just set the fastest lap. 51.351.
This is hard.
Car on your left. Clear on the left. White flag, white flag. Car right. Still there.
Damn, this is hard.
Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
Let's see if we can do a double overtake. If he's pushing, maybe.
Car on your left. Clear.
Ah, that ruined it.
Stay on the right. Stay on the right. Clear.
Guys, this is really cool. Whoa!
The lead has gone off.
Damn, these guys are aggressive, man. They're aggressive. Should I go for it? I don't think I will.
Right side. Stay on the left.
Woo! Jeez,
All right.
guys.
Checkered flag.
I mean, we had contact, but that was crazy. Whoa. Damn. Whoa. I don't know what to say. Damn. Yeah, I shouldn't have went for it. It was tempting, but yeah. Okay. Damn. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit back and forth with some other guys. Yeah, probably with the guy who punted. Uh, Alicon, was it? No, it wasn't him. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that was really close. That was really tight in in a lot of these instances. I was not expecting such a competitive field. Oh, actually, no, that was qualifying. Yeah, I thought that I did a 151 in that lap. No. Ah, I mean, I'm not mad actually. It was a really good race. It was a good race. I don't know what you guys thought, but there was a lot of fighting. Yeah, glad to see that it wasn't. I didn't have any big crashes or anything like that. It was just a little bit more aggressive racing that I was expecting, to be honest. Like even on that on the second corner after in the second corner in turn two, uh, when I was passing that guy and he was really close to me in the apex, I was not expecting him to stick that close to me. That was super tight. Yeah, good race. I truly enjoyed it. But yeah, I think it's clear that I need to work on keeping my keeping my composure and also uh, my consistency. There was a guy who did a much faster lap in the race than he did in quali, like a 151.3, I heard, if I heard correctly. Yeah, I'm probably gonna rewatch this live stream and just look around to see all the mistakes that I did and what I could do better. Uh, Obviously, by the looks of it, I'm pretty sure that my safety rating went down, which I guess was to be expected with all that contact. Which, damn, I mean, I'm saying I should race cleanly, but it's hard when you're racing. Like those people were, it was a hard competition. Damn, this guy was Jesus. These guys have a high ranking. Didn't even notice that. I like how Daniel also is like a D license like me right now. Yeah, I should probably do more race. Not probably. I will do more racing to just be more chill overall. Uh, Daniel, it's important as long as the races don't have fixed setups. Because if they do, because most races have fixed setups, so you don't really have to worry about tire pressures or the setup overall. You just drive whatever they give you. But there are some races in which you do have to play around by yourself to figure out your car setup. So yeah, it depends on the race, really. Uh, is this the one? This is probably the one. Yeah, I was in split three. Like we're getting we're getting close to the first split, okay, now it makes sense like why I was put into such high competition. Like I was not expecting after my second race of the week, to be placed in such a high split, high level. But damn, okay, I'm up for it. Oh wait, so my safety rating went up and my I rating? I thought that it showed. Oh no, it's up. Okay. Wait, I think. Okay, I gotta check my stats. Okay, well, I'll give you a sneak peek of my racing status right now, uh, if I can find it because I don't remember where it is. Do I just look at? Oh, it was right there. Yeah. Okay. So no races until now, basically June, and yeah. Okay. There's that recent races. Yeah. Oh, it was P4, not P5, but still, I was P1 and I screwed it up. Uh, yeah. So with more races, I'm probably gonna be better and better, and slowly try to uh, get more competitive in races. Yeah. But yeah, this is like the first live stream, so I'm just gonna answer like a few more. I don't know if you have any questions before I end the stream. Oh yeah, nice to see you have an XL. Yeah, everything like the tire pressures that you must hit. I think everything is listed. Although probably iRacing has something similar. I don't know. I haven't looked into it because I mean it's a fixed setup, so I didn't really care to look into it. Uh, yeah, Daniel, just have fun, man. Like me right now, that was really fun. I mean, yeah, there was pressure, but the pressure raised the stakes. I really enjoyed this one. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it too. Just friendly advice. Probably take it easy in the beginning. Do some practice sessions on your own just to learn the tracks in the car, feel comfortable before you go into races. Uh, that'll help your experience as well, and overall. And yeah, luck setups I think is the way to go because I really just want to see my skill compared to other drivers where exactly it's at, driving wise, completely. and I don't want to think of, oh, I'm losing time because of the setup. I don't want to have these excuses, that I'm slow because of the setup. And in the beginning, especially when I was thinking that, like I did with the MX-5 Cup car and Lebanon, I was like 3 seconds off the pace, and I was thinking, oh, it has to be setup, and no, it's fixed setup. You just gotta find those 3 seconds. Yeah. So what wheel I'm using? I'm using a Fanatec. Uh, what's it called? CSL DD, I think. Yeah. It was when it was having this the sale that you could get like the force feedback wheel with the pedals pretty cheaply. It was a bundle, so yeah, that was a good purchase. Before that, I had a Thrustmaster T300, I think. Was it called like that? Yeah, it was a good wheel to have as well. But I thought of maybe the tents that I was missing were from the steering wheel, which is not true, to be honest. The Thrustmaster would do just fine. This wheel that I have right now just has a little bit more realism to it. That's mostly it. Maybe if you're missing like literal tents, like one or two tents, maybe then the steering wheel would play a role. But I think there are a lot of YouTube videos out there which also say the same thing, that the steering wheel doesn't play that much of a role. So I'm gonna be streaming probably next week, like at a similar time, and probably either Saturday or Sunday next week. Mostly because I have work on during the week. So tomorrow actually I have to wake up early to go to work, and that's how my week's gonna go until Saturday. Uh, so yeah, I'll have more free time to do more races then. But yeah, usually I do practice sessions during the week, and then I just do the races Saturday and Sunday, and that's how a normal race week would go anyway. So there's that. Yeah, Casper. I mean, yeah, the pedals, CSL two pedals, they're doing a pretty good job. I did customize mine a little bit, the brake pedal. I installed the load cell pedal, and it was too hard, in my opinion. Like I don't have a rig, like so nothing is stable here. I'm sitting right now in a chair with wheels, and I'm using the force of my bed, which is behind me, to not move me as in braking. Uh, so yeah, it was a little bit too hard for me, so I softened it up a little bit. And with my experience in karts and also in the Formula car, the pedal that I am using right now, the feeling of it, the pressure of it is more realistic. But I can't speak for all cars, of course. Sim Magic rules. I've seen some videos, especially with the active pedals, the active brake pedal, especially where you could feel the ABS when it's locking up. That's really cool, but super expensive. But I mean, if you can afford it, go for it, man. It's gonna be awesome. An awesome experience. Got myself some racing week this week. Sick leave at work, so I'm free to do it all day. Ah, yeah, that's the way to go. Fortunately, I'm not in a position where I can easily leave my job, even if I'm sick. Like they would probably ask me to do it, from home. But yeah, it's awesome that you get to do it, man. Yeah, I'm also thinking of building my own rig. But right now I just don't have the time really, and the materials. So I have to find some time and materials. Hopefully during the summertime, if I can find a little bit of a break going. Uh, but yeah, my break is gonna come mid-August, so I still got a long way to go. Uh, yeah, thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it, man. And I hope you enjoyed. I mean, people who are watching. Uh, yeah, it's nice to stream. I like the interaction I have with you as well. I mean, and since we are talking heart to heart at this time, I really appreciate you guys sticking around and just watching all this progress going. I'm really glad you enjoy it. Yeah. And honestly, I just started doing this to keep myself like do some manifesting in a way to keep myself motivated to keep on racing. Because if I had nothing like that, then I would just stick to my work, which is not where I want to be, and I would just miss out on the main dream that I have. So that's why I'm doing this mostly. So yeah, I appreciate that you guys like this, like the stuff that I'm posting. I have a lot of plans moving forward. Hopefully, I can make it work. Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, I'll keep it short. Yeah, thanks overall.